The day started very interestingly. Suddenly, it was like a bang. It wasn't our best first round. How do you snap out of it? It can work for you or it can actually break you. With every round, we felt more and more synced together. As we reached the semis, the excitement is real.
You cannot allow yourself to give up because that can change your life.
Couple number 6, Nino Langella and Andra.
It's something that I've waited for my whole entire life. And
the day started very interestingly. We were so positive and excited and really in good spirits. All the preparations has come to that final day. We had enough sleep, good breakfast, and then we went on the floor for that first round. And like many dancers will understand, suddenly it was like a bang. It wasn't our best first round. It seemed like maybe people didn't have that feedback, but it definitely felt like it. And that is quite common, you know. I think you prepare and you have such a vision in your mind, and if it doesn't match to what you have expected to feel in that first round, of course, it is a little bit of a wake-up call. And that's when the mastery comes in. How do you snap out of it? How do you manage your emotions, your feelings to keep going and stay positive?
Asking myself to find a solution how I can do even better and better. And yeah, I need to say from the evening round, I was committing to myself and also with Andra, with a talk of what was not good and what was good and what we could do better. And yeah, I could say that from the second round on, I felt my energy, my commitment was going better and better.
As the day continued, I feel with every round we felt more and more synced together, and we were able to get more and more into the dancing, be in the present, and really live in the moment, which is always, of course, the goal and the mission of a big competition such as UK. As we reach the semis, the excitement is real right about now. And that first cha-cha, I have to say, was probably one of my favorite moments of the event. I loved the song. I loved the feeling. It was fire. I really could live in that moment.
Spent so much time preparing ourselves physically and mentally, round by round. I felt much more confident. I felt much more responsibility to dance the best.
What makes UK Open special is this long break in between the daytime session and the evening session. We don't normally get this in other events, and it can be tricky in how you manage it because it can work for you or it can actually break you. And normally we will leave the premises, we will go back to our apartment, we will have already some food ready waiting for us. Normally nobody's allowed to come with us because we want to just spend some alone time, stay in the game, have some light discussions about what, if anything, we want to change or improve for the evening. Most importantly, stay warm so it doesn't feel like you need to re-warm up all the way from beginning again, and just get yourself psyched up, envision that evening, keep giving yourself goosebumps and just keep the hunger and excitement on. That's always my key for this break, and actually it works.
Couple number 6, Nino Langella and Andra.
So we are after the semi-final, about to do the final, and we only have like around 45-50 minutes break. And this is the only time that I could talk myself, find a lot of positive thought in order to create the best performance, thinking about all the commitment and the sacrifice you did in order to create the best performance in the best competition. And you have your last 5 dances left, and allow yourself to give it all in order to allow that dreams become true. Asking myself, you cannot allow yourself to give up, because that can change your life, it can change your result.
6, Nino Langella and Andra, the 2026 United Kingdom Professional Latin Champions.
It's not easy to explain what feelings and emotions go through you when you just realize that you won the competition. And not just any competition, but this specific moment in time. It wasn't just another UK, it wasn't just another competition, it was truly a very special night. What's really special about this whole experience is the realization that Nino and I have made it, and we made it our way throughout these 10 years. There has been so many times that we were at crossroads. We had to choose left or right or forward or back. And we were always true to ourselves in choosing the way that was right and not necessarily easier. And to feel that you have arrived with the way that was standing for the big picture, it just makes the feeling of winning so much sweeter that it's hard to explain.
Latin American champions, guys, I can see from your face, from your emotions, how are you feeling?
I cannot describe it, especially now. It's something that I've waited for my whole entire life, and when that moment comes, I collapsed, and it's probably the best day of my life.
182.
And obviously, us being second for a long time, I always have that feeling that one day could happen, and I do feel that in that day could come that day finally. And we was waiting behind the stage, with positivity, allowing in myself that even if I was gonna be second again, I will still keep going and do what I did all the time. And finally, when I was aware that they called the second couples, I just realized that it is something that cannot be explained. The feeling of realize that this is the moment that you achieve one of the most beautiful things in your life. And it's not only about winning the competition, but the realization of achieving the dream. It's the competition of many years of sacrifice yourself and work and patience. And with that, I want to thanks always all the people that always believe in us.
You want to take photos? So, guys, listen to that. Guys, I'm not going to keep you away from that. Nino, congratulations. Andra, congratulations. Well done. Thank you so much.
The audience was mad, We have a lot of beautiful students that support us. And I feel like we know we're always going to have our little group of kids who are there shouting our names and sharing their love with us. But it really felt in this competition, you could hear it was not just our close ones. It was pretty much the entire ballroom roaming and screaming for us, and I could feel their happiness in our happiness.
And at that moment, what comes in my mind after I realized that it's not just winning a single competition, but actually achieve a dream to become champion of one of the best competitions in the world, the first things comes in my mind to, of course, kiss my mom and my father, because if not for the fact of supporting me and trust me for all my life, but actually to keep a promise that, especially my father, that say, I always wish you to become a professional champion.
I did notice that you kissed this locket around your neck when you came out to win. Is that someone very special?
Yeah, that's my mom and father passed away.
Yeah.
So this, of course, is to them. Okay, so my mom was this type of woman that I remember with difficulty of my father many times to not be able to take me to have a lesson or travel for some competition for some reason. She was able to drive herself night and day. She was this type of person that no matter what, she would never buy shoes for herself in order to allow myself to dance. Like we say, in Napoli, she's a mamma tutti mam, right? Means that she was the mother of all of them. Like all my cousins, all my parents love her, how she was always able to take care, right? How she was able always to be able myself to allow me to dance. And I remember so many times how in the, 5 o'clock in the morning, she would take Mercedes on that time and she would drive me to Rome to have a lesson with Caroline. Caroline just had a call. And I remember while we was doing lesson, Caroline said to me, and she started to hold me. And, things like, she used to call me Principino, like Prince, I was like, yeah, Nino, let's go home. Let's go home. Like, it was a bit weird, like, what happens, Caroline? What happens, Caroline? She said to me, yeah, you need to stop your lesson. And, right now I'm buying you a flight and you need to go back home in Naples because your mom is in hospital. In that moment, I was like, okay, it's in hospital, but if she will tell to me you need to go, it means something is serious, otherwise she will, you understand when something is a little bit more serious or something is a little bit more like, I remember I arrived in Naples airport and then we went immediately to the hospital. I don't know how to explain these things. It's just I was not able to go and see her. Like already I was imagining or think how she was gonna look on that bed with all this machine around her. So I just was not able to go and see her. It was I could not do it. I remember after 1-2 months they were saying that unfortunately she will not be able to survive. End up finishing that. My mom was for 10 years almost in coma. She was not able to talk, of course. She was sleeping because as a person I'm very sensitive, I just was hoping that, as soon as possible she will come out and enjoy with all of us and come back in life. I remember we was here in Marbella. And we was upstairs with Andra, and the husband of my sister calling saying that, please be strong, everything is fine, but I need to give you this news, but, you need to come in Naples, you need to come in Naples. I'm like, can you explain me why I need to come in Naples? You need to come in Naples, you need to come in Naples. So I already thought, and it literally, the world it just come on me, like I already thought that my mom passed away, so he said, please come to Naples.
Per me è tutto, non riesco a spiegarlo nemmeno a parole perché Mio fratello è un qualcosa di speciale. Da quando abbiamo perso i nostri genitori è stato, ecco, come ha detto mia sorella, una grande batosta per lui, perché lui, stando lontano, per noi è stato difficile dirlo, non trovavamo mai il metodo di come noi glielo potevamo dire, però purtroppo ci doveva essere per forza.
I remember going this upstairs, could see all the building full of people. And, it took me an hour to go inside, to accept it. I never forget, like I was like punching in the wall. It's just something that you will not accept, and until now will not accept. Because, sometimes we pretend, right? But lose the person that allow you to be on this world, to lose the person that will do everything for you. Lose a person that will never lie to you. Lose a person that will do anything to make you happy, which is the mom. I really believe in that. So when you realize that she's not there anymore, for a moment you're like, okay, why I'm doing this? Like, why I'm traveling the world? And the only, actually, I would say, regret I have, that I was not able to enjoy her enough because of my dancing career, which, of course, I'm very happy about this, of course, because she would be the first person to say, no, you need to go, you need to dance. This is what you love the most. This is where you would. She was my first supporter, You just realize that life is like that. Life can give you any surprise. And now you live for that, with the remembering of anytime I want to give up or anytime I feel bad, I have her voice telling me, how are you? Are you doing? Yeah.
Nel ballo penso che non c'è bisogno che vammo a spiegare, penso che lui è la storia per me, non perché sono chi parte, non perché mi è frate, però frate mi è un campione, non solo in ballo, sì, è un campione nella vita, in tutto. Ovviamente non pensa a far male a nessuno, pensa ad aiutare sempre gli altri al costo di farsi male se stesso, e io non riesco a spiegare l'orgoglio canino è per lui.
In December, when my mom passed away, and COVID time in April, I received call of my father that he was in hospital, and I still have the video call that he was like, he was with this machine on the mouth here, on the nose, that like oxygen, that he was not able to breathe. The day after, I was sitting on the sofa with Andra, and my phone was there, and I started to receive message, first to my nephew. He said, Nino, and I was not answering, like I thought it was on my message. And then I see my small sister say, Nino, are you here? Then another sister, Nino, then my best man of my wedding, then the brother of my father, then the sister of my father. I'm like, something is wrong. This cannot be. So then if I put the thought together, I'm like, this is something happens, And I will never forget that moment. Never, ever forget this moment of receiving message. And I wanted to take that phone, right? To open and see what happens. To will never be able to find that bad message saying something bad happened. And at one point I was talking to her, saying, babe, something happens here, something is wrong. And I had that ping, 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 message. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to open, I don't want to see. And then, I At one point, I watch, and I see the message of my nephew. I will never forget it. He said to me, "Nonno Shashano è morto."
Nella vita gli ha regalato brutte situazioni familiari, però ringraziando a Dio tutto quello che ha fatto, merita tutto, perché sono stati fatti grandissimi sacrifici.
Losing the people that put you on hurt, and what you have, what you achieve, is only thanks to them, And between 5 months distance, you lose both of them. You just feel you lose everything in your life. Yeah, and this is how it finished. And I remember my beautiful wife. She created a table with his picture, with a candle. And the settings that it was, because it was COVID time, we was not able to travel. At least to have that feeling to go and meet him, to see him for the last time. If I would need to describe, he really, in my opinion, he was a legend. Because a legend is not just a person who you became and how you succeed in something, But it's how much you can catch the heart people. My father was this type of person. I don't need to describe. People that knows me, I'm sure that people that are listening to this, they know very well who he was. The most humble person, loyal, the good heart ever I see in my life. There is not even close. I met people like him, how much he gave to people. Until now, wherever I go, especially in my city, sometimes I arrive in my city, I go to take a coffee. I cannot even have time to have a coffee because people approach to me and make me remember about my father, how he was the best. Again, and not again, how much he give, how much the heart he have. He was always ready to support people. It comes very little to be able to achieve my real dreams. I will always say, my father always remind me, you need to buy the house, and I did. You need to have a boy called Antonio like me, and if you will not do it, I will come up from the floor and I will gonna kill you. I will try my best to achieve that dream. The rest, I think I already achieved all the dream I have. I'm very happy. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful family that they're always there for me. I have all my students that are really loyal to me, very real to me. I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I have best house. I live in a wonderful place. I'm very happy about what I have in my life. So, yeah, I will try all my best until I can to be able to be the champion.